I want to get to the Q&A. So if you don't know me, before we get started, I am Coach Paula Grooms, a dating and relationship coach for women, licensed social worker, and author of the book, Why Won't He Commit? How a Man Decides to Make You the One. I help you find a Mr. Right, get an ex back, or grow an existing relationship so you create the relationship of your dreams and level up to the complete commitment you totally deserve. Okay, shoot your question.
Okay, so my question is, okay, so I'll have to tell you what happened. So my boyfriend wanted to meet my best friend, so he took us out to a nice date dinner. And everything went well, everything went fine. On the way out of the restaurant, there was something cool in the lobby, and my best friend said, hey, let me take a picture of you guys in front of this. And my boyfriend was like, oh, no, we're not picture people. And I was like, oh, you don't want to take a picture with me? And he says, no, come on, let's go. And then we walked out of the lobby, and he seen that I was bothered. And he said, what's wrong? Why are you bothered? And I said, well, because you don't want to take a picture with me. That's a red flag. Like, why would you not want to take a picture with me? And I feel like I got a BS response to that, which rubbed me the wrong way.
What was it?
He basically responded like, oh, if you think that's a red flag, if I don't want to take a picture, if I just said no, he said, that's you being upset about that. That's weird. That's a weird way to respond to that. And so I just didn't say anything, because in my head I said, okay. So he basically dismissed how I felt and was like, I was wrong to feel that way. So whenever men do that, they don't just straight honest answer the question. Whenever they try to attack how I feel about something, I feel like that they're dodging something bad, They don't want to admit to something. I don't know. So the rest of the evening, I just dropped it. But to me, I kept that in the back of my head, the fact that he didn't want to take a picture with me. And when I said something, he said that I was weird for being bothered by it, that I'm the red flag. So my question is that a red flag that he didn't want to take a picture with me, or is it fine that he didn't? He doesn't post himself on social media. He has always said him and his family are not picture people. They don't have very many pictures together. They don't hang pictures in their houses, So, I mean, I know that that's true, but I didn't think that there would be anything wrong with him taking a picture of the two of us. So I wanted to get your take on it.
You just told me, think about what you just told me about him, but you're making it about you.
Right, because I think that something's wrong with him for not wanting to take a picture with me.
Something's wrong with him, that there's something in his background, you just told me, where he does not, I don't know, does he even have social media?
He only has Instagram. That's it. He doesn't do any of the other ones. But even on his Instagram, it's private, and he doesn't even post. It's only friends and family on it that he knows, in real life, not other people. And then he doesn't even post pictures on that either. And then he has a second public Instagram for hobbies and stuff, but you can't tell whose Instagram it is. It's just a vague Instagram that he uses.
Okay.
And that's for his hobby.
You're telling me there are no pictures of him on his private Instagram.
Right.
Okay. But you're making it about you.
Because I just think it's my first reaction is, oh my gosh, he has another girlfriend. He doesn't want to get caught taking, in a picture with me. But then I'm like, is that my subconscious programming, or is it really a red flag on his?
I don't know if you can see me, but I'm shaking my head yes.
Yes, to which one? Who's the red flag, me or him?
Your programming.
It's my negative stuff.
Okay, for everybody's sake, he has an Instagram where he's posing and showing off himself and has a lot of pictures, and there's pictures of him and other women and how fun he is and his interesting life. And then he has another one that's his hobbies and him doing everything, and he's showing off. And then he doesn't want to take a picture with you. Is that the same guy?
No, because on his personal Instagram, he doesn't have pictures of him.
Right. So what I'm saying is, do you see the two different men we'd be talking about right here? In other words, if you were to tell me that he was like that second guy I'm just talking about, and then he doesn't want to take a picture of you, might it make sense that there's something about you and being in a picture with you that's a problem? It's not you in his case, it's the picture. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
But you're making it about you.
Yeah, I am.
You know, the man doesn't post any pictures of himself. There's something in his background. You just told me they don't have pictures in the house. There's something related to pictures that could be problematic, if not downright traumatic. I don't know, but you're making it about you rather than he didn't want to take a picture. He didn't want to take a picture. I would bet that if your friends had said, hey, you two separate. Paige, you go over here. I want to take a picture of Joe by himself in front of the restaurant. Guess what Joe would have said?
Heck no.
Right. You know that, correct?
Yeah.
So, but you're making it about you.
Yeah.
We have to go deeper. It has to make sense with other things. You wanted it because you wanted the validation, because pictures for you say something about the man being okay with you. He's learned.
Yeah, to me,
Go ahead.
To me, yeah, in my mind, that he's proud to be with me. He's proud, he's not hiding me, it's that. That's what it is to me.
I'm hearing, knowing your story, that you've moved the needle even farther. Now you're going out on double dates with another couple.
Yeah, things are going good.
Yeah.
So I said I have to ask Paula because I, don't want to get hung up on this one thing.
Yay, not important.
Okay.
There's something there about pictures. It's funny because we could take something else besides pictures. Anything can be problematic or traumatic to anybody, depending on what happened to them as a child, family of origin, what have you. Okay? So say we, instead of using the word pictures, it was snakes. I don't want to have anything to do with snakes. Snakes bother me. But you're going to say, here, I love snakes, and put the snake in my face because you like them. Not really fair, correct?
Correct.
And it says nothing about you when I say, get that snake out of my face, right?
Right.
It says nothing about you. So how did it end?
So we were walking out of the restaurant, and when he responded, the way he responded, I just didn't say anything. I just was quiet, but you can tell I was upset. So we walked, my friend to her car, and he kept looking at me sideways because I purposely just shut my mouth. I'm not going to argue with him or start an argument at the restaurant in front of, my friends. Everything went well. We're on a date. I'll worry about this later. I thought already in my head, I'm talking to Paula about this. So then on the walk back to the car, he started like trying to explain how he felt about taking pictures. And he just said that he felt that it was weird that, why would she want to take a picture of us on her phone? Like, that was weird that she wanted to do it with her phone. That was his focus with that. He thought that it was weird instead of doing it on one of our phones. And so I didn't say anything because in my head I was already thinking, he's a cheater. He has another woman. That's why he didn't want to take it. And so I'm just not going to have this conversation because I know that I'm only going to be negative. So I just was quiet.
Good.
He opened the car door, put me in his car, gave me a kiss, put my seatbelt on,
Good.
went home, back to my house, and everything was fine. And
Yay.
I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let it ruin my evening. I'm going to talk to Paula about it, and I'm not going to think about it until I talk to Paula about it because I will just spiral.
Good.
But then everything was fine. The day just went on. I think he thought that I just got over it or something, or I
Good.
his answer or whatever, because we never brought it up again.
You will find out as time goes on. You found out something that you don't agree on. Pictures. He doesn't like it. He doesn't trust it. He has a big issue of trust. Why did you want to do that? Right. Yes. Someone just said, and I can see, I'm so glad I can now see the comments on Instagram too, which is great. Someone here says he needs to be aware that it could hurt her feelings. Well, yes, but the same can be said with us understanding the man. So when Paige understands that this is a problem of trust for him, it makes him feel out of control. It was not done in his family, and there's been something in his past that has happened around pictures. So who should understand who more? As you go forward, Paige, because you want this relationship, you can help him and draw him out now knowing it. And good for you. You dealt with it well. You can then say, it would be really meaningful to me for us to have a picture together and see what he says. That's not the same as a friend on her phone taking your picture with him.
Okay. Should I wait for a special date or a special moment, or just say it?
Does he keep any pictures in his phone of anything? Do you ever watch him taking pictures of stuff?
Just hobby stuff, guy stuff. There's no pictures of
people.
He'll save pictures of people, like family members send him pictures. He'll save those, but he doesn't take pictures of people. It's just things.
Okay, there's something there. You don't know what it is yet, but it has nothing to do with you. And it's one of these things for him. There's something there, nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your relationship. But if you make it about that, you're going to have an issue, right?
Right.
Everything's been going really well with the two of you. He's now trusting you in a way that he never did before.
Yes.
He's finally put you in Madonna category, and you worked hard to get there.
Yes.
This is fantastic. So you now have to have the mindset and the manifesting of, I want you to picture that time when, because he trusts you and because he feels safe with you, he's going to want to take a picture with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of how meaningful that picture will be.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. That's why I've never taken a picture of us or asked for a picture
Good.
of all the years, because I want it to be because he wants to, not because I made him or told him to or
exactly.
Whatever.
Yes. And you can have that. It's going to happen. There's something you can help heal this. You can help heal this. This is something that needs a bit of healing. There's something there. I don't know whether he was, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened in his childhood around this. I had a similar thing happen in my childhood around pictures. Now, it didn't manifest in that way, but it could have. We don't know what's going on, except that it's something that has nothing to do with you or how he feels about you or the relationship. You have to know that. You have to embody that.
Yeah. After when it had happened, it took me for a loop because my one half of my brain was saying, oh, he, has another girlfriend and that's why he doesn't want to take a picture with you. But then the other half of me was like trying to figure out like, oh, does he have another girlfriend? Trying to see where I missed it. And I couldn't find anywhere like everything is great other than that.
There's no indication of any of that. That's just all in your head. Again, if he were the kind of guy who posted every little thing he did and all manner of pictures with different people, and then he did that would be very different. And I just want to read some comments here. I see a comment on Insta. So she should accept she may never have a picture with her significant other? No. Why would we go from that to never? You, as the woman in the man's life, can help heal through, and again, I know this situation pretty well and know that he has big issues around trust. And until he trusts you implicitly, that he is safe with you, and you're going to find out, Paige, by doing it this way, you're going to find out, how did that evolve? How is it that he never posts a picture of himself, that he's uncomfortable? You just told me if they took him alone and put him in front of that restaurant and said, Joe, we want a picture of you, he would refuse.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you. Ladies, we cannot make stuff about us. Always. Men have crap too. And when we, with our better understanding, can see through what it is and make a rational decision about it, not emotional, I understand you would love to have a picture with him. And it worked on and give yourself a lot of credit for this, it worked on your subconscious programming about us kind of a trauma of your life. And you had to overcome that to deal with this instance. And you did. That's going to get you, again, closer to what it is you want. And you're going to manifest that he is going to be so comfortable taking a picture with you. And you're going to be the only woman he has pictures with.
Yay.
Yes, because of the trust. You've really done a lot, Paige, in creating this new trust that he has. So give yourself a lot of credit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard because I want to change him, but I realize that I have to work and change myself, and then he'll change because of that change in me. That's the hardest part, is turning it inward and having to change me.
Hopefully that was helpful to a lot of folks, because you see, everything is context. It's not always about us and our feelings, because men are people too, and they've been traumatized and they've been hurt. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this with Paige, you know that if you join the 80/20 Wonder Club, where you get all of the episodes of Make Him Wonder, that's the podcast, over 200 there, full, ad-free. You can also, for the low monthly fee, or you can save and get a 6 or 12 month, you can come on like Paige did and get actual in-time, real-time coaching on a particular question. This was a very good example of a question that, with a little bit of a reframe and getting the answers I need when I'm coaching, because obviously in the feed, there's a delay and it's harder. This way, with just a phone call, using a pseudonym, you can ask me and we can get it settled for you, and you can move through it and move on to the commitment you deserve. That's what I'm all about. So again, thank you. If you will please hit that like and subscribe, and it lights me up when I go on and I see that, because with each subscriber, it then allows another woman to get this information to help her get what she desires and deserves. And that's what I'm all about. I super appreciate that. Love you all. We'll see you next time.